Howdy folks, welcome to another beautiful afternoon out here in West Vancouver. In today's video we're going to talk a little bit about sugar. You know, being from South Africa, we only recently, well I suppose 10 or 15 years ago, came off of that sugar is energy. What was those ads? I can't remember them, but anyway. So one of the things that's different when you live in Vancouver and in the Western world, I suppose the US is the same, is that the sugar content in their sweets and stuff is a lot less than in South Africa. You know, in South Africa, when you grab a chocolate bar like a Bar One or a Cadbury's Top Deck or one of those, it is like, you know, it is sweet, it is milk chocolate, it's sweet, it's sugary, it's chocolatey, it is amazing. And then you get to the US or Canada and you grab a Hershey's bar and it's just like, you know, it's just not the same, unfortunately. Funny enough, the reason I'm talking about this is we were driving in the car and there was an ad, or the guy was talking about Hershey's that is now launching a completely plant-based chocolate bar. And Connor listened to it and he was like, oh, they're already so crap, but now they want to make it even worse. So there you have it. Anyway, so one thing you will notice is that when you arrive here, all the sweets actually has less sugar than in South Africa. In South Africa, we don't have the same rules and regulations as in Canada and the US, I suppose. Here they're a lot stricter in restricting sugar intake. Not that I think it worked very well in the US because, you know, doesn't seem like people are losing a lot of weight there yet. But anyway, so there's a lot less sugar in the chocolates and the sweets and everything. But you do get some of the South African favorites over here. So you do have the Cadbury's, a lot of the Cadbury's chocolates are over here. In the US, you don't really get that much. But in Canada and Vancouver, you do find Cadbury's in all the stores. Although the chocolate bars are mainly either from Mexico or from the UK. So it's not Canadian Cadbury's, it's Cadbury's from Mexico or the UK that you find in the stores here. And even those are slightly less sweet still than the South African ones, especially the UK ones. You know, look, don't get me wrong, it's a lot better than the damn Hershey's, that I can tell you. I don't know, just I don't enjoy Hershey's at all. It's not a nice chocolate for my palate. I don't know, people are different. But anyway, but the Cadbury's are in the stores and it's like about $2.50 for a Cadbury's chocolate bar, the little 80-gram ones. So it's not horribly expensive and they are good. Like I said, not 100% as sweet as in South Africa. You don't get all of the favorites like you do in South Africa. You don't have the whole range. They generally do the fruit and nut and the normal one. And then they've got a salted caramel, which is quite nice, that you find in the stores here. And then they've got a couple of different brands, but they don't have our Top Deck, which is something that we absolutely loved. They don't have the Bubbly, which is another one that we also enjoyed. They do keep the Cadbury's Aero and Aero Mint. Now, Aero Mint is obviously, well, not obviously, Aero Mint is one of my favorites. I love the Aero Mint. So they do keep Aero Mints in the stores here. And they've got the Crunchy, which Belinda likes. And then there's a bunch of others, but those are the main ones that you can get here. Although, like I said, back in South Africa, there's a much wider range of Cadbury's chocolates, and they are a little sweeter. So, yeah, that's just a little bit of information on the sweetness of sweets and chocolates over here. And if you do want some of those Cadbury's Top Decks or Bubblies, we do have some in the South African store, so you can go check it out there. Well, they should be below the video as well. And that's about it for today. You all must have a good one. Cheers.